everyone, doing well, I hope. Time for another quick riff video. Today, going to show you guys how to play the cool and filthy little riff to Twice as Hard by the Black Crowes and Rich Robinson. Let's close in and get started, yeah? Good then, Twice as Hard, the Black Crowes and Rich Robinson. We are in open G tuning for this tutorial. So you're going to need to take your standard tune guitar, drop your low E string down to D, your A string down to G, your D, G, and B strings stay the same as standard, and your high E is also down to D, but we're not going to be touching upon the high E string in this song. So the opening riff. We're going to be repeating this 4 times, and the third and fourth time there's a little variation that we're going to get to when we get to the third and fourth time. But what we're doing here is striking the open A, open D, open G string twice on the downstroke. Right, just striking those 3 open strings together. And then we're into that. So we're going to drop onto the 2nd fret of the A string, strike that along with the open D, open G, slide it into 4, slide it back to 2, and then off to open again. And then you're going to drop into a bar on the 5th fret of the A, D, and G string and let it ring. Now that's the first time. Like I said, we're going to repeat this 4 times. And the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th time we're going to kickstart it with a slide out of this bar. Right, so that's the 2nd time. 3rd time. Now did you hear the little variation this time? Instead of hitting 2 downstrokes before the slide, this time we're going to hit a downstroke and then an upstroke on the open G string. Kind of like that before the slide. Right, and then the same for the 4th repeat. So now we've just repeated that 4 times. Now we're going to drop into a G chord here while still holding this bar on the 5. We're going to drop onto the 7th fret of the D string, 6th fret of the B, strike that chord, and then we're going to go off to the bar and strike it twice. And then the 2nd time you're going to choke it off. And then we're into this, which leads right into the 1st verse. Barring the 3rd fret, sliding it back to 2, and then off to open 3 times. Right, into the verse riff. And we're going to repeat that 8 times. So that's what one guitar is doing, the non-slide guitar. Just open 4 middle strings, right, and then moving into the 5th fret, played very loosely. At this point the vocals would come in and you repeat that 4 more times. But before the vocals come in, for the first 4 repeats, there's some fill lines and a little bit of slide work going on. I'm going to show you that as well. So coming out of this, those 3 slides, right, we're into this. And then into a little bit of slide work. So there's 4 fill lines here. The 1st, 3rd, and 4th are all the same. And this is the first one. So a little bend of the 2nd fret of the G, releasing it off to open, up to the 2nd fret of the D, open G, open D. And then you're just going to slide into the 5th fret bar there, do a little play on the D, G, and B string. 2nd fill. Just a triple bend of that 2nd fret of the G, release off to open. Back into the 5th fret for a little bit of slide work. This guitar is not set up for slide, so I'm getting a little bit of string rattle here. 3rd fill, same as the 1st. And then the 4th fill, which is the same as the 1st and 3rd, but just a little bit longer. Now we're going to go open D onto the 2, off to the open D, finish on the 3rd fret of the A. And now 4 more repeats of the verse riff, right? into the pre-chorus. We're going to strike that bar again, drop onto that G, then off to the bar, then onto the G again, choke it off, into the slides again, into the chorus. That leads into the chorus. Now the chorus is the same as the opening riff, with those slides, right? Repeated 4 times. But this time, you know, we're strumming these chords, not letting them ring, right? And after you repeat it 4 times during the chorus, you're going to drop back into that G, and then back off to the bar. 1 more time. Back off to the bar. Choke it off. And then we're into the second verse. And there you have it, my friends. That is how you play Twice as Hard by the Black Crowes and Rich Robinson. Certainly hope you enjoyed that, found it helpful. And if you did, please hit that like button. Drop me a subscribe if you haven't done that already, as that would be awfully kind. Hope you're well out there in your little guitar corner of the world, wherever that may find you. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.